Hello and welcome to some more Star Citizen. We've got loads of juicy Alpha 3.23 updates for you today. There are creatures in 3.23 and now they've been properly revealed. We also have inside Star Citizen, a quick summary of that. They showed off a ton of FPS, HUD, inventory and shopping updates that are going to make your Star Citizen experience a ton better in that 3.23 patch as well. So firstly, CIG have released a tweet, a Twitter, an X, whatever you call it now. This is a clip of animals in Alpha 3.23. So you have yourself a bird and a dog, both of which can be quite angry, and there are missions to go kill packs of them. How close are Space Cows, Star Wolves, and the Boreal Stalker? We don't know. But this is actually going to add a lot more interest and threat into the Star Citizen universe. There were much needed sort of PvE creatures to add a bit of interest to the verse, not just NPCs that will run around and try and shoot you. These will run around and try and eat you. You can go and invade their homes. And this is just an additional couple of features that are going to be added to the ever-expanding Alpha 3.23 release. There's quite a few hidden features like this now that they hadn't put on the roadmap, but they went, haha, this is going to be there, and I think we can expect a lot more. Is it going to be more animals in 3.23 beyond that? Maybe, but I'm happy with they've added two, not even just one. There's two animals. Alpha 3.23 is potentially the biggest, most impactful patch we've ever had. I think, in fact, it is, and will be until, well, they release 4.0 pretty soon afterwards, because April for 3.23, summer for 4.0. That's the current plans. Let's hope they can make that. CIG's Zach Priest said, it's been awesome working on creatures, seeing these little guys flying and walking around on planets add so much immersion to the world, and we're just getting started. So very awesome to hear that. In the Inside Star Citizen Vision revision, CIG devs talked about updates to the player HUD, the addition of the quick loot screen, and a new shopping experience, all coming in Alpha 3.23. The player HUD has been streamlined and updated. There is a mini-map in appropriate areas, so not every area has a full-on mini-map, so bear that in mind, at least at the moment. A compass is here as well. There's current objectives all at the top of the screen, as well as a clean set of icons at the bottom showing ammo, equipped items, etc. This is incredibly useful, and at a glance you can see your fire mode, if you've got grenade available, the amount of med pens you have, that sort of stuff. They've tidied up notifications so they are less intrusive to any action that might be going on, but it's still sort of visible and relevant if you do get a notification that you need to see, or it just is updating you, but it's not in the middle of you fighting. The objectives for your current mission will track time remaining, hostiles, etc. Again, at a glance, you can go, boom, this is what I need to do to complete my mission. The new systems much more sensibly show and hide sort of widgets based on your situation, giving you a much more streamlined, accessible experience to Star Citizen. Other things the HUD will track on the bottom left, that's reserved for health status, temperature, hunger, thirst, injury, oxygen, blood drug level, that sort of stuff. Bottom right, that's for weapons, gear, and control hints. On the right, just above that, you'll also see low priority notifications, like an additional crime being committed when you're fighting against security anyway. That will also get pushed off if something more important comes along, or would get in the way of whatever you are doing. Top right, that's the objective UI. Top left, that is the minimap. When you open the Mobiglass, all unnecessary widgets get hidden. Notifications should still appear though. The same for kiosk as well. They hide everything when you're interacting with the kiosk, and yeah, if you don't need access to them, bam, this is what you'll see, so that you can have a better experience when using that focused device. Now, there's a bit of a difference between sort of the visor and the lens. The visor, that's what your HUD is projected onto if you're wearing a helmet. And your lens, well, if you're not wearing a helmet, you've got these contact lenses in that basically show your HUD there. They want the HUD to be grounded in lore and to be diegetic. You'll always have the HUD, but you'll get it in various different flavors based on what helmet you might be wearing, it seems. Beyond 3.23, different helmets will give you a bit of a different HUD experience. They will have different styles and manufacturers of them. Some of them are going to be for different jobs and focused roles. In 3.23, though, we're getting a combat visor and a dynamic crosshair for that if you're wearing a suitable combat visor. They are going to continue to iterate on these HUDs and helmets and visor stuff well beyond 3.23, in fact. So what else? You'll be seeing a variety of different sort of and updated apps for the Mobiglass in the future beyond 3.23 as well. The quick loot screen. So there is a new quick loot screen that allows you to access a body or container for quick, relevant sort of combat items, ammo, health, weapons, and quickly move them in a way so that you could potentially, while in combat or during a hectic fight, grab stuff that you need. I need this ammo quick, when compared to trying to use the full-on inventory to do that, which is, that screen is mega clunky. This new loot inventory screen, it's sort of relevant items, bam, 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 grab. Just run up to a body or container, press F. With containers as well, you will be able to see other loot. It's not just combat gear, it is non-combat gear as well, so you can sort of loot valuables and that sort of stuff as well, but it's just the more relevant stuff is very quickly and easily accessible. You can also quickly switch armor using the system as well. Click a button and it will basically go into the armor loot screen, and then you can bam, grab the chest and helmet of a down target or whatever. Also, there are some awesome quality of life bits here. Hover over a weapon or a mag and it will show any associated weapons or mags that go with that weapon or magazine or whatever. It goes, this magazine goes in this gun, this gun goes with these magazines, and oh, these attachments will fit this weapon. You even can quickly attach those in the quick loot screen as well. You also get control details saying press this to equip, press this to store. You can switch into the full-on personal inventory and a click of a button as well back to the loot screen. They are making this a bit more PU-fied, so much more appropriate for the persistent universe, because what we've seen here is much more focused on Squadron, but there is some additional functionality that the persistent universe has over Squadron, so they want to make sure that that is appropriate. There is an updated shopping experience as well. Now, when you look at a purchasable item, your sort of AR lens will show some details and price of that, as well as your current balance in a much more streamlined, better looking way. You can press and hold B for a little bit, and that will buy that item. You'll get a notification. It doesn't like pop you in into lots of different confirmation bars or anything like that like it used to. It's much nicer looking. This works for ships and rentals too. The shopping terminals still exist as an alternative method of buying, but you can also use these to buy in bulk or see a shop's full inventory or sell. All of this together, along with 3.23's other updates, make the whole game feel a huge amount more realised and polished. It is genuinely a monumental patch, and just makes the game feel like a game rather than like I'm alpha testing. It is much more akin to something approaching a beta. And it is still early access, yes, but they are trying to push towards a 4.0. They're trying to push towards a full 1.0 release, and I'm excited for that. Boom! I'm really interested to know what you think about these creatures. Are you super excited about going hunting them and doing quests with them? Are you expecting to see loads more creatures in 4.0? Do you think we're going to actually get the cows, the star whales, and the pyro crab sort of in 4.0, as well as that elusive boreal stalker, the Microtech Yeti? Is Alpha 3.23 continuing to impress you? And I'm loving the EVOCATI tests at the moment. Yes, they are super buggy and crashy, but there's some cool stuff in there, and they got to talk about and show off those sort of creatures to the EVOCATI earlier, and we were able to talk about that stuff. I think that's just cool, right? Are you liking those new sort of HUD and visual updates and sort of streamlining the game? That loot screen, the mini maps, is all that sort of stuff, and the new shopping experience really making you go, actually, Star Citizen's coming into a good place? Or do you want more? You're like, actually, there's a load of stuff they should be doing well beyond that. I'm just sort of interested to know what your feelings are about Star Citizen for the 3.23 release, and do you think it's going to be in a fantastic state, or there's a huge amount more sort of way to go before you want to play it, or actually no, it's a very playable game now, you're going to start playing it. And before I go as well, and before I chuck you to the outro anyway, Tobii eye trackers, they're on sale for a couple more days. Check out the links below if you're interested in picking one of those up. Let me set you a riddle. You have a fox, a chicken, and a sack of corn, and you have to transport them from one side of the river to the other using a rowing boat. You can only carry one of these with you back and or forth. You can't leave the chicken and the fox together. That's mad. Nor can the chicken be left with the grain, nor all three together without you. How do you do it? With nordvpn.com/BoredGamer. Turn that bad boy on and just set your location to the other side of the river. Done. Not only do you have all your wares, but also you can get around regional content blocks, have your data encrypted for more security. It's easy to toggle on and off. It's non-invasive. It helps you with other riddles as well. If a sphinx is asking you, what goes on 4 legs in the morning, 2 at noon, and 3 legs in the evening? NordVPN, get it now from the links below. Every month we have a giveaway for a ship, and for March we are giving away an Argo raft with persistent hangars, freight elevators, and hauling missions coming with Alpha 3.23. What better way to experience that type of gameplay than with your own hauler? All you need to do to be in for a chance of winning that is comment on any of our videos made during the month. A single comment per video counts, so get involved with watching all my videos for more chances to win. There's more details in the description. Also, I won't ask you to contact me on Telegram or anything like that. This is my only YouTube account I will use to talk in my comments as well. Occasionally there are scammers about. I don't want people to get tricked. A massive thank you to everyone that supports the channel, be that liking videos, commenting on them, sharing them. There are also people that go the extra mile. These are amazing people that become Patreons or use the join button under my YouTube videos to become channel members. You'll occasionally get some exclusive content, Discord roles, and behind the scenes posts. It's those people with those memberships that allow us to make the daily Star Citizen content that we do. So please consider joining those awesome folks as well. Thank you for watching until the very end. It is genuinely appreciated, and I hope you have a great March.